Welcome back to the... Oh, that was really loud.
That fucking hurt my ears. And I
That hurt your ears, yeah. Well, welcome back to the Tabletop Podcast. What episode did we say it was?
12.
12, episode 12. We had a week off last week.
Big 12.
Bit busy, really.
Busy week.
But we're back with a special one this week. Another special episode. We're treating you lot. We have a guest on today. I'm going to let him introduce himself because all the other guests were a bit of vaginas, weren't they, really? They didn't really want us to... They wanted us to introduce them for them, didn't they? Like Tyler and all that.
I mean,
so,
yeah.
Victor, introduce yourself. I want your name, your age, your social security number, your bank details. Yeah. All of the above.
Hi, I'm Victor. Nice to meet you.
It's not an alcoholic invention, mate. We're not... It's, hi, I'm Victor and I'm a recovering alcoholic. This is Victor,
He
everyone.
probably is a recovering
This is
alcoholic.
Victor.
I'm not.
Who are you, Victor? How do we know you?
I'm the local Asian.
The local Asian. The local...
That's pretty
If
fair.
I'm honest,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how we would describe him. How do we know you, Victor? Where do we know Victor from? You can go first. Where do you know Victor
He
from?
was once my Asian housewife.
Asian
in
housewife.
France.
Still is.
Still
Yeah.
is, yeah. Yeah, we all... I know Victor through school. I mean...
Rugby school. So I mean, every single guest we've had on has
Yeah.
been the same, isn't it?
No, Finley wasn't.
Finley. Well, I knew
Finley was
through-
my neighbour.
I knew Finley through school, so.
Yeah, but Finley was my neighbour.
Well,
So...
yeah.
Fuck
you.
you.
well, Victor. Really, I don't know if you've listened to any of the other episodes, mate, but just go easy, or you will get ripped into. You know, Theo's taken the brunt of it.
I don't think I can do worse than Theo. I won't
No.
lie.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, don't drink sparkling water
Yeah.
and you...
Well, you
basically.
say that. I think that would make a good place to start, really. Let's get it out of the way early, so we know whether we need to rip the fuck into you all episode, or we can leave you alone for a little bit. So, the all important question, meal deal, Victor. What is it, mate? And don't say fucking sparkling water for the life of me, mate.
No. Well, obviously, for me, I got meal deals when I was in college, so I had to maximise every penny of it.
Here we go. Look, this is like listening
So
to Kurt's
what I
one here.
got was a BLT,
Okay. BLT.
Right.
and then I got one of those pepperoni sticks things.
They're tiny.
Yeah, but like
They're nice,
flavours.
but they're tiny.
the flavours, though,
Okay. Yep.
and the protein. Speaking about protein. I got the protein shake because that was basically the price of the meal.
God. Okay, yeah. Oh, this is going to be a difficult one.
It's a...
Okay. Where from, though?
Tesco's.
Tesco.
Yeah.
It's
That's
a
pretty
good
elite.
For £3, all that.
It's pretty elite. Pretty elite place to get a meal deal. Tesco. I mean,
I wouldn't say so. Tesco's like...
I'd say it's the best place to get a meal deal from.
It's the main place.
I'd argue One Stop is better.
Which is owned by Tesco.
Which is owned by Tesco. No, but they have different things in their meal deal.
I don't think I've ever got a meal deal from One
Yeah.
Stop. I won't lie to you.
Oh, their meal deals are top class.
Top class.
Top class meal deals. Everything's just bigger.
Have you ever got a meal deal from Asda before?
No.
They didn't do meal deals until about 6 months ago.
I mean,
Really?
And
you made your own meal deals.
Yeah, they are shit.
Oh.
You had to pay for each item individually. Can you imagine that? They had the same little fridge as every other supermarket does, with the sandwiches and the drinks and the snacks. Except you couldn't get 3 of them for £3 or something. And you think Asda, come on, missing out here. And then they did it, and it's still £3. But they're shit. It's
Oh. Well, fix up Asda.
yeah, just so you know, fuck Asda.
Well, got a history with Asda.
Yeah, we won't go into that. Victor. I need you to rate that meal deal.
Oh yeah, I've got a rating. Sorry, mate. BLT.
Started off
correct?
well. It started off well. Oh,
Ooh,
background
ooh.
noise.
What is it?
Ooh.
BLT.
BLT.
BLT. Protein shake
Yeah.
and a pepperoni.
What protein shake?
Yeah,
Chocolate.
chocolate.
Okay.
Thing is, chocolate
Oh.
protein shakes are always sort of, they're pretty similar.
Yeah.
They're just sort of like
It's
an
basically
icky milkshake.
yeah. It's basically chocolate milkshake, but you don't feel less guilty because
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I'm the only one thinking this, but you said before you said your meal deal that you wanted to maximise it.
That's not maximising it.
You maximise it, I guess, with the protein shake because they're probably the most expensive item there. But damn, I mean the others, the pepperoni.
I think it's either that or the chicken beers.
The,
What, fridge
oh,
raiders?
Yeah.
Fridge
that.
raiders.
they're
yeah.
still
It's
tiny
one of
though.
those.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
when
but there's not
I get my Morrison's milk, they have got pepperoni and they also have refrigerators. But I'd never buy them because you get like, I think it's like not even 12 grams
Yeah.
for all of it.
You do it for the flavours.
Flavours. The
True,
flavours.
but do they not sell like another, like at Morrison's they sell like a chicken tikka stick thing, but they have like 4 of them, and like one of them alone weigh the same as the entire.
Yeah,
pack
but
of
I think they're
refrigerators.
like the actual meals though, because it's a main, a side, and a drink.
No, that's the side.
I don't think they do those on Tesco's though.
Fight.
So do they not have something similar?
Fight.
Like that? Well, I'd say as an overall, I wouldn't say you maxed it out. I'd say pasta you get more in a pasta pot than you would a fucking sandwich. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You know. However, it is a good sandwich. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
It's just
nice sandwich.
fattier. That's I like pasta, but like a sandwich is also easier to eat.
Yeah.
True, but then I guess
It depends.
I
on
don't
the
know
occasion,
actually. I'd say not. I'd say a pasta pot's easier to eat because you get given a fork with it.
Have you tried to get the fucking fork out though? Oh
Yeah.
my god!
It is a bit of trouble.
Them
It's not-
Tesco ones are
it's
like
not
the
the greatest
tomato
one,
pots,
though.
and you have to take the sticker off the top and try and pry it out, but the sticker never comes off, mate. It's fix up, mate.
See, I'm still of the opinion. Go to the fucking what's it called? The big open thing with your medium salad box and just fill that with pasta because you
You
get
see, not all of us have the luxury
the privileges.
of going to Morrison's.
Morrison's.
for our
It's
fucking
so
meal
good.
deals.
It's so I did it again the other day, and I was on a diet, and I said I'm not going to do it because it's probably
Yeah.
not healthy for me. But
Probably.
it's about it weighs so much, and I couldn't even close my pot either.
Welcome to Kurt's episode of my unhealthy addiction.
Yeah,
Kurt's Kitchen.
spicy
Kurt's
chicken,
Kitchen.
spicy chicken
pasta from Morrison's.
Mm.
Not as bad as eating your mattress, really, but
Don't know.
don't know. Maybe it is.
My
Right, I need
mattress,
it. I'm gonna have to
mattress is
push
full
it.
of mayo. So,
I'm gonna have to push you for a number here, Kurt.
right, I'm gonna go as an overall.
On
Do
a
you know
scale, on a scale of Theo's sparkling water, I don't even know what else he got.
I'm pretty sure we gave it like a 1.
a 1. I'm
I
going
think
in a
it deserved
minus
a
numbers.
number.
Yeah, he gets.
I don't feel like
-3
you can go.
million.
I think it's so 5 is like it's respectable.
Yeah.
I've got no problems with it.
Yeah.
Not a fan of it. Not got a problem with it. Right.
Yeah.
That's 5. 10 is that's
Yeah.
pasta.
Yeah.
That's my pasta meal.
Yes.
Right. And 0 is sparkling water with a plain fucking.
I don't even know.
sock.
You don't even know what sandwich is, but I can.
I don't even care. The moment you're having sparkling water, it
A
goes
prawn
down.
mayonnaise sandwich.
So I'm
or
gonna
some
say,
shit.
Just because I'm a fan of the sandwich and I'm a fan of the protein shake, so I'm gonna say 7. Although I
Hey, that's
feel
pretty well.
I do feel
It
like
is.
if I did do halves, which I don't do points.
No.
Right. I don't know if I have in the past, but I'm not doing them anymore. If I was doing points, I'd probably go 6.5, just because
6.5.
the snack, the snack makes it.
Okay, we should
But-
have a leaderboard. I keep saying this every time. We should get a leaderboard. Like
We need
Top
to
Gear.
write it down. Yeah.
That's
We'll have to listen through it and write them all down.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, there you go, Victor. Basic. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You didn't maximise it. Pepperoni has just ruined you. You were on for an 8.
Yeah.
I'd prefer it though.
Well, we're going to move swiftly onwards
Favours.
because me and Victor have got a story to tell you, Kat.
Okay,
This is going to be
okay.
great. I don't know if you know the special occasion that is today, but obviously world renowned that the 2nd of May is Romanian Easter.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Romanian
didn't. I
Easter.
think you knew that. Obviously, come on.
Obviously.
Obviously, it's Romanian Easter. God knows. Well, who knows why Romanians think that Jesus died on another day? But we move. We don't get into that.
It's
We're
religion. though,
strict
isn't it,
Catholics over here.
I mean, that is religion for you, though.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
It's all made up by somebody.
Yeah. That's what Jack said last night. Actually,
You know,
it's just going. He went. It's because he's not real.
it's sort of like if enough people told a bullshit story, they're gonna sort of clash at some fucking point, isn't they? So.
Well, this story is pretty funny, so I don't really know where to start. We sort of explained before. We went out to Unit 7 in Basel. Oh, don't go. Maybe go in May.
Unless they promote.
Yeah, unless you want to give us money to promote it, and then fair enough. But it's a bit naff at the moment, in it. We only stayed for about an hour. So we went back. We left Unit 7 at, must have been about 10:30. And we drove back to our friend Travis's house in Langdon. He lives, James Hornsby School, literally across the road, one of the
Actually,
turnings. By Church Hill. It's the road after that. So we were driving down there. We actually lost him, didn't we? Because Victor
Followed the wrong
was
blue
following.
Fiesta.
We're trying to follow a blue Fiesta, and we followed the wrong blue Fiesta. So we found Travis's house, and we were driving down the road. From the lights, like on the roundabout by Pips Hill.
Yeah.
All the way down that stretch of road,
Mm-hmm.
cars parked all the way down there. All the way down the path to James Hornsby, all the way up Churchill, all the way down Travis's Road.
That's not
gridlocked.
Not ideal.
And we were like, what the fuck is going on? So Victor turns around, he parks out on the drive outside
They're all
Travis's
getting
house.
ready for Romanian Easter.
Yeah,
That's
what they were doing. And genuinely, we were like, what the fuck's going on? Louise and Travis go inside. And we're like, oh, fucking hurry up, we want to get moving. This couple come past. And honestly, they must have been like EDL members, straight up.
Like, the vibes.
Yeah. Honestly, walking past, like, oh, we've just come back from the pub. What the fuck is going on here? Any idea what's going on? And we're like, not a clue. We just want to know what it is. And all these people, groups of like families with red lights, like red candles. We're like, we're thinking this is like a Satanist cult or something. It's honestly, it was freaky. Hundreds and hundreds of cars at like 11 o'clock at night on a Saturday night. We were like, what is going on? And every other person you spoke to was either like an Eastern European. That every week go, what's going on? And they'd be walking past their buses going, Easter, 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 like that. And you're like, okay then. And then other people, you get cars driving past, rolling their windows down, going, do you know what the fuck is going on here? Every single person. But this couple just kept saying, you're fucking Romanians. I don't be the fucking Romanians like that.
Jesus.
Genuinely, I don't know why, because nobody had ever seen. Joe said he's lived there forever, never seen it before. But for some odd reason, they were all, must have been every Romanian in the country was in Langdon last night celebrating Romanian Easter. It was, honestly, it was freaky, the amount of people that were there.
That is bizarre.
We did a bit of research on it, and there was baskets coming past, and we felt a bit bad as the English and how we celebrate Easter. We're all sitting there going, look at this lot. They've got lamb organs in a basket, walking with lamb organs and eggs, not chocolate eggs, actual eggs, celebrating Easter together, and we hide some chocolate eggs.
It's not as nice though, is it?
Oh, I don't know. Might
Lamb
fancy a bit
organs.
of lamb liver over a chocolate egg. You never know.
Thing is though, chocolate egg you can just crack it open.
Yeah.
Bosh, off you go. Bob's your uncle. Nom nom nom.
Yeah.
Whereas, if you're cooking the insides of a lamb, I wouldn't recommend.
No.
I wouldn't put it past them that they ate it raw.
Yeah, straight up.
Oh yeah, that's
Vic went and sat in his car before they started cracking any Asian jokes. Technical difficulties. I don't know what happened there.
technically.
But we're blaming Victor.
Technically, it was a difficult.
Blame
Yes.
Asian.
It's blame the Asian. But yeah, what were we talking about? Asian jokes. We thought it was only a matter of time before this couple started pulling out the Asian jokes.
Oh.
Talking about it. We're all talking about how English we are. And Victor standing.
England.
England.
Alright.
Fuck you, Victor.
See, I wasn't there.
EVL.
I'm not. What was that?
What?
I'm not a fan of
Them fucking Romanians.
nationalism.
Nationalism. The ethnics.
Look, I am down with the ethnics.
Kurt is down with the ethnics.
All right, as Boris Johnson once said
At one time.
that time, he
How
said,
much
"You said that you protoplasmic invertebrate jellies."
He did say that.
He did say that.
Boris, do you want to come on the podcast? I'll tell you what I did. I did. It's going to sound really sad, but I sent Cal the Dragon a message on Instagram.
Oh no!
And on TikTok, blocked it all. Like, as in, you can't message him.
Oh.
It's just really quite annoying because even the biggest of celebrities you can still send message to. But I'll show you on my phone. I sent him a message and it's fucking. He will not receive your message because he doesn't follow you. And it's like, well, I just want him on the podcast.
You tried email.
We're not a lady.
Cal the Dragon, yeah. Cal the Dragon can't receive your message. They don't allow new message requests from everyone. And then I messaged him on TikTok and he said the same thing. Bastards blocking us out. Doesn't want to hear us. We've got beef with Cal the Dragon now because he doesn't want to be on a podcast.
It's a phony.
He's a phony.
Yeah,
straight
he's not
up.
even a real good goalkeeper.
Oh.
Remember that fat boy from TikTok that I talked about last
Right. So basically, there's a kid in my college who showed me a few. Did you see him watch him crack an egg?
Oh my god. Vic, did you listen to the last episode of the
Yeah,
podcast?
but
About this fat guy on TikTok. So a little summary, because our listeners obviously will listen to every episode, so you know what we're talking about. There's this fat boy on TikTok who's losing weight.
I don't
loss.
follow him, so if I
I haven't
can't
seen
find
it
I'll
though,
find
but
it.
He is honestly, he talks about cheat days every 2 weeks, but he has one every other fucking day. And even the food that he does eat, I mean, he wants to lose weight, and he's worked out his maintenance calories at like 3,500, and he eats 3,400 a day. because he's going to lose weight.
It does work.
Nobody,
but...
yeah, it will very, very
Yeah.
slowly. But the fact he's like 23 stone, he needs to do it a bit faster than that.
Oh.
Honestly, I don't know if you've seen his new videos this week. He's got some obsession with bacon, and his comment section just rips into him because he goes, "Oh, for breakfast today, I had bacon, egg, and this and blah blah blah." He's gone, I've got bacon medallions. They've got no fat on them. Oh, okay, yeah. Doesn't mean that bacon is good for you.
How does it not?
Because it's
fat in
not.
it?
Bacon is not good for you,
It
especially
does
when you
have fat in
fucking
it.
fry it. It's literally one of the fattiest cuts of meat ever. And he genuinely gets a packet of it, and he goes, "I used to have a whole packet of these to myself, so I'm doing better." Gets the packet out. Packet of 10 has 8 of them. I used to have the whole packet. You've basically had the whole packet, you twat. And then he talks about he eats his breakfast, and then he has a snack later in the day. It's a bowl of another 6 bacon medallions with a couple eggs cracked in it. But show Victor how he cracks his fucking eggs.
I don't have that video up.
Oh my god, this knob end. He
Alright,
says,
alright.
"I don't know how to cook." Clearly, he gets fry light, you know the spray.
Yeah.
He gets an egg. He sprays the shell of the egg with the fry light before he then proceeds to smash the egg on the countertop, and then try his best to unpeel it and put it into a pan. It's like, I don't know about you, but surely you tap it on the side till it's cracked, and then you pull it apart. That's
You
how I'd
spray
crack
the
an
pan
egg.
first, but
That's how you crack an egg. And this guy's, I saw a TikTok about how you can just drop the egg in the pan, and
I
it will
found
crack
the video.
it.
I've seen that. That's the most stupid.
This is how he
Here we
cracks
go.
an egg.
Oh my god. Oh, sorry
we
sorry
are-
for you listening on Spotify.
I'll use some pickup lines
Okay,
to
give it-
pass the. Oh fuck! I haven't got any, Alex. Not on the top of my head. Damn girl, you fine?
Why is he putting fry light on the eggshell? I don't
It just makes it
understand.
harder to crack.
It's just he's a very smart
One
man.
of his new videos, he tries to explain himself. I'll try and put it into the thing so you can hear what he says. But he's honestly, he puts like an oil spray on an
eggshell, and then he drops the egg onto the frying pan, and then goes,
It
"Oh
is-
my god, I'm so good at this."
It's honestly, it's ridiculous. Where is
What?
it?
Yeah, I don't get it either, Vic.
What?
My favourite, he had a comment that said, "Buy a cookbook," right? And he said, "I'm not going to buy a cookbook."
There we go. He tries to explain himself. Here's his it.
One thing I found really useful is putting fry light on it. Like you spray the shell of it, and what this does is like makes it cook faster as well as cracking easier, I guess, because it's like wet. I don't know, but yeah.
Because
I
it's
know,
like
I don't
wet.
know,
It's so funny. But every morning he'll have like 6, 7, 8 bacon medallions and some egg and all sorts.
As I was saying, he somebody in his comments said, "Buy a cookbook," right?
Yeah.
Have you seen this video?
Yeah.
And his response was, "I would buy a cookbook, but I don't understand the measurements. Like it will say use 2 teaspoons of oil. I don't even know how much that is.
I
Oh
thought
my
he was going
god.
to say couldn't read.
He doesn't know how
Yeah.
much 2 teaspoons of oil is."
He's hopeless, but I don't like ripping into people, but he's influencing way too many people to do the wrong thing. And if he listens to his comment section, fuck me. Even people, I see people duetting him on my For You page on TikTok now, going, "Mate, I appreciate that you want to lose weight, but having 8 bacon medallions for breakfast every morning is not good. Switch it up have some chicken or some turkey
I mean, yeah.
or some
technically,
lean beef mince or something like that."
That's what I'm eating at the moment.
You
Got a
can
bit of mince.
lose weight.
You
and stuff
can.
like that, but
It's not healthy.
You're gonna
what he's doing.
die
He keeps
before
saying,
you do
all he
it.
keeps
It's like
saying
being-
is, all the people giving me hate, I know that if I'm in a calorie deficit, I'm going to lose weight.
yeah,
Well,
strictly
yes,
speaking,
yes, you will.
No,
You'll lose weight if you
yes.
starve yourself. Does that mean it's healthy?
It's
Is it
not
healthy?
even that. It's not even that. It's he's in a calorie deficit for them 4 days he's not doing cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But then the problem is he has a cheat day,
His
and on his
cheat
cheat
meal's
day
big.
he'll eat 6k calories,
Yeah.
and then you're like,
It's
right,
like-
well that defeats the whole point of eating 200
Yeah.
calories less on
If
the
he's
other
only,
days.
he's only eating 200 calories less every day than his maintenance, and then on his cheat day, he'll literally wake up at 11 o'clock and go, "This is my cheat meal," and he'll have 2 KFC burgers, he'll have a 10-piece KFC bucket, he'll have the Nashville hot bits, he'll have a popcorn chicken, he'll have a couple of chips, he'll have gravy, he'll have
and that'll be
sweet corn,
lunch.
just for one meal. That alone is like 3,000-4,000 calories in a single meal, and then he'll have something else for dinner. But then even when he's not having a cheat day, he says what he has for lunch. "Oh, I was out and about today, so for my meal I had 2 footlongs from Subway." He had 2 footlongs. And you're just like, what the fuck are you doing?
I thought it was
Oh
actually-
no, we should stop because it's getting me vexed now.
Right, let's talk about something
No,
fun.
I want your game.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
you. Yeah.
Sorry, we didn't get a jingle for this.
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais show has.
We needed
monkey
a
news.
host to do the jingle because you're not going to be here every week to do the jingle,
No,
Vic. I'm
I
I'll do
sorry.
it now.
Play something
Go.
on the guitar quickly.
Kurt's going.
I burped.
Yeah,
There you go.
that'll do. That'll do just fine. Now, this episode is a special episode.
Special episode.
Since we're all strapping young lads. We all know football players, don't we?
Well, here we go.
Theo Walcott
Oh my.
is one of the football players.
Oh wait,
and-
does Victor know the game we're playing?
Is it the quote one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand the rules.
And Marky Noble,
Okay.
big Mark Noble,
Yep.
right? And me.
Okay.
Let's be honest, out of the three of them, they're both about 5'7". I'd have them. Right?
Yep. Kurt would win in a fight against Theo Walcott and Mark Noble.
I'll just-
Can we? Yeah, we'll establish that.
I
Yeah.
think Theo Walcott's he's a little lad. Like, he's
nippy though. He's
Might
nippy.
be.
he's nippy, but he's old.
Yeah.
I could just shatter his leg.
Who's he even play for anymore?
Everton? No. He used to play for Everton.
Don't know. It's one of them plays.
Is he
that
Everton
died
still?
out, didn't he?
I don't think he's Everton. Actually, no. Do you
Might
know
be
what?
Southampton, isn't it?
I'm pretty no. Yeah. Yeah, he went back to Southampton, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Anyway,
Sorry
he's
if you don't
shit,
like
so doesn't
football,
matter.
but yeah.
Mark Noble.
I don't think-
We all know Mark Noble. EDL.
EDO.
I remember once he picked up Ander Herrera when he went on the floor and he walked him off the side of the pitch, but it's all good because they lost.
West Ham.
Knocked you out the FA Cup. Right. Quote 1. Not to win is guttering. Right?
Okay.
Not to win is
Yeah.
guttering.
I think I know who that is.
I feel I know.
I've never heard it, but I can imagine who would say
Yeah.
If we scored more goals, we would have won.
it. Okay, yep.
Mhm. I've been consistent in patches this season.
Okay, okay. I think I know this week.
I don't.
I think I know it. I would whisper to Vic, but this is a podcast, so it doesn't really work.
Well,
but
Do you know
I'll
what?
say mine, and then
I'll say
Victor
we
can say
do
his.
guest first.
Okay, sorry, Vic. I'm trying to take.
I'm not gonna say if he's
Okay,
right or wrong,
yeah.
but I just
So
want
the
to.
first one was.
Not to win is guttering.
I feel like that's a Mark Noble thing to say.
If
Mark
you've ever
Noble
heard
is-
Mark
yeah.
Noble speak in an interview, it sounds like a Mark Noble thing to
does
say.
sound a bit like a Mark Noble thing.
The
to say, doesn't
second
it?
one.
If we scored more goals, we would have won.
That's a
Very
hard
good
one.
point.
That's a hard one because I
To
feel
be
like
fair,
I've heard that before.
It's very factual.
Yeah,
It's a very factual man.
straight to the point. If
I
you
feel,
score
like
more
I've heard
goals,
that. I feel like that might be Theo Walcott, but
Right.
that could also be a you thing to say.
Well, whatever it is, he's correct.
Yeah, so I think that's a
Good
Theo
on him.
Walcott one then. And
Right.
then the last one.
oh, I'm gonna differ.
He's
And I'm-
different.
I'm going to say the first one's Mark Noble, but I'm going to say the second one is you. And the
If
last
we
one's
scored more
Theo
goals,
Walcott.
we would have won.
Yeah.
Is me.
Yeah.
Right, and you think I've been consistent in patches this season? Is Theo Walcott?
Yeah.
That does also seem like a Theo Walcott thing to do.
Yes.
Victor, I'm afraid you were wrong. And Alex, first dub.
Yes! Get in! I knew I'd get it one time. I knew I would.
I did have a
Champ.
feeling, that it wasn't a great one, but
Yeah.
I tell you what, there were some brilliant quotes that I saw, so I'm probably gonna do a football one again next
Yeah.
week, just because it's so there were some
I'm
top
so
quality
happy.
quotes.
I'm
Pretty
happy.
sure I've heard you say that before as well.
Well, I'm so happy. I finally won a round. Well,
Went there.
Enjoy it because next week it's gonna be fucking difficult because I'm actually gonna write it before the podcast.
Actually, not prepared.
So yeah, I'll actually
well, I
prepare
feel
it.
like now we're 25 minutes in, we should probably get to the main topic of this episode. Lads, we're going to go proper white girl shit.
proper white girl shit.
Astrology.
Are we talking?
Starbucks.
We're gonna go on a march sort of white girl shit.
We're going to talk about astrology.
Yes,
Now, do either of you know much about astrology?
I know that
I'm a
it's
Scorpio.
Okay, what are you, Kurt?
I don't fucking know.
You don't even know what star sign you are. I'm a Cancer. I'm
Uh,
a crab.
you are Cancer.
Thank you
So
very
it's
much.
pretty accurate. To be fair.
Well,
I'm.
well.
I don't even know how to say that. Aries.
Okay, you're an Aries. Okay, right. Yeah. So there we go. Scorpio. I have no idea. We've probably got some white girls listening to this. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you're a Cancer." Oh.
You know, I can't listen to you.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sort of explain. I've got a big. Right, I usually do a printout, don't I? But I've got a big sheet this week on my phone. but bear with us because I don't quite understand it. I understood the
Alex,
basic
you were
concept.
supposed to do research on this.
I'd have. Are you joking? Look at this fucking notes
Fucking
page of
hell.
research, mate. I've got plenty, but if I'm honest.
That's more than I wrote for my English exams.
Right, lads, listen to this. So, astrology is a belief that the alignment of the stars and planets affects every individual's mood, personality, environment, depending on when they were born.
Can I just say something? The moment something starts with "it is a belief,"
Yes.
I don't like it.
No. Well, how do you feel about that? Just a belief of astrology that your mood and your personality and your environment is completely determined by the day you were born.
Well,
If I'm honest, I don't quite
no,
understand it because
yes.
I'm sure there was
No,
plenty of
just
starving
no.
Africans born on the 13th.
Yeah, like
of
I was
July
gonna say,
that are in very different
yeah,
circumstances to me.
I was gonna say, like, right. So when I don't know, the prince was born, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure there's some little child in Africa probably born on the
Yeah.
same day, right? That when they are in their first hour of living was pretty drastic, to say the least.
One's caught malaria. The
And the other one's been dressed up in gold.
yeah, the other one's got a gold.
I
cape.
don't think they're both going to have the same opinions on life.
No.
I don't think one of them is going to see much life, to be honest with you. So, it doesn't make any logical sense.
Okay, well, I'll give you a bit of historical background on astrology now. Then.
Oh.
So here we go. This is a bit of historical background. So the ancient Babylonians created the zodiac by dividing the sky into 12 sections,
Thought he was a killer.
each named after the largest constellation it contained. The
Right.
zodiac calendar both tracked time and provided predictions. The Babylonians observed that the movement of planets, called transits, corresponded with both, I don't even know how,
Transits.
auspicious
Yeah.
events and misfortunes on Earth. The Romans adopted the zodiac at the dawn of the 1st century, expanding the roles of the stars and planets through mythology. It was at that intersection of meticulous observation and epic folklore that astrology was born. So basically, the ridiculous beliefs of the Babylonians mixed with a bit more of the stupidity of the Romans made astrology.
So in that sentence, it just describes that
It wasn't very
made up.
smart.
No.
Like,
So the Babylonians split the sky into 12, depending on what the star constellations were called, which is what we obviously know now. And the Romans adopted the zodiac and basically said that, well, we think that if you were born then you must be angry right now. Basically.
And the thing is, if someone said that to me, I would get angry. To be fair, I would go, fuck off.
Yeah. Now this next couple bits, it goes into a bit more depth about astrology. Now, in my head, I thought you stand up to fart for a second.
Carry on.
I thought at first that astrology was basically just your star sign. So where you were born, what your star sign. No, you've got more than one sign.
Wait, what?
So you've got your star sign, for example, Cancer, and whatever yours are.
How do you not remember my star sign, Alex?
Fuck.
We're supposed to be friends.
But you've got your star, but you've also got a thing called a moon sign.
Right.
So depending on where the moon was when you were born, what part of the sky the moon
How do
was
I
in.
know?
You have basically every planet. Think of every planet in the solar system. You've got that sign basically. You've got a fucking Mars sign.
I've got a bit of a
Mercury
problem with that.
sign and everything.
I think anyone who's ever woken up, or been born, not woken up, I guess it's the first time you will wake up.
Yeah.
when you're born, I don't think anyone goes, quick, where's the moon at?
Yeah.
Like, nobody panics.
No, but apparently there is.
What, is
you
someone
know-
tracking the moon?
Well, that's what the zodiac is. You know where the stars are depending on when you were born. So if you were born on the 13th of
Right.
July, they can tell where the moon was at that day. But mate,
just
it's
doesn't-
fucking ridiculous. But let me just get into it. Though astrology is a vast, complex, and highly specialised study, it's a study. The core principles are straightforward. A birth chart. So this is what everything's based off. So when you're born, you can get a birth. We might even do one. Get a birth chart, and it will tell you when. If you get a new tab up, I've already told him to get. You can do it. I've already told him to check his horoscope, but just find another website and type in birth chart, and it'll ask you to fill out your bank details and all sorts. No, it'll ask you for your date of birth.
Scientology.
Yeah, where was I? A birth chart is a snapshot of the sky at the moment of your birth. It reveals the precise location of each of the planets and which constellation they occupied.
I don't understand.
So which part of the zodiac the planet was in when you were born?
Can I just say, like, this is... what's the correct word?
Ridiculous.
Hoopla.
Yeah.
So I'll go with hoopla.
Hoopla.
Because, do you know what baffles me? There's certain people that will go like, oh, Scientology is terrible. But then they'll go and like worship another god, right? Or they worship something. Everyone worships something that just makes no logical sense to me. I don't worship it. The only thing I worship,
It's me.
you know, no. I worship the gods of the Pebble Rush.
The Pebble Rush. Oh my god. Are we taking a break from the astrology while he gets his birth chart?
Do you know what, while he feels, yeah, right. I spent a good 2 days on the job the other day.
Oh my god, this is great.
It was difficult, to say the least. I put a lot of work in, you know. Very hungover after the first night. Good 6 hours, I'd say, of just consistent work. I didn't even get to sit down, apart from that time I did. It was, you know, in a world where gold is worth less than pebbles, and pebbles are worth more than what gold is.
Thank you for that.
Right?
Yep.
We would be fucking millionaires already after the amount of work we put in.
They must be so confused. If you're listening to this, would you want to give a bit of context to what the fuck you're talking about?
Right, there is going to be a new YouTube series, I guess. Yeah. That Discovery, when Discovery do see it, we are bound to get a contract.
Yeah.
It's
in the works.
It's in the works. Yeah. It's Gold Rush, but with pebbles.
Yeah.
And RC.
Yeah. And not big diggers, but little diggers.
Little diggers. Little diggers.
Little diggers.
And
You trademark.
I'm not being funny. We'll put a post out on Instagram when this trailer that Kurt showed me is on YouTube, or when the episode is on YouTube. At least the trailer he showed us is actually fucking amazing.
It's a minute long. There was a good 10 hours worth of like footage, and we've edited it down to 40 minutes so far. It's not ready for release as of yet, but getting close. Getting close. Got a couple of reshoots to do, you know. But I'll tell you what, the world ain't ready.
Yeah.
Discovery Channel ain't ready. Gold Rush is going to have its funding cut in half.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to be rolling in with our RCs.
Straight up.
And it's just going to be next
I can't
level.
Wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
And you know, someday we're bound to have people coming in for their site inductions.
Yeah.
Alex, you'll be have to come in at some point. Victor, I'm sure at some point you'll have to come in for a good site induction. We'll have to gather round. You know, are you fighting?
There's a fucking fly in here.
Really
Support
confused.
Wallace. This is your job, mate.
I've got my thing.
Fuck you, Wallace. Right. Back on topic.
But
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
so
star
confused.
signs.
Give it here. Let me have a
There's
look.
like-
I'm the astrology expert now. So this is
What we need is we need a girl.
Yeah, we
That's
do.
what we need.
This is your birth chart. Apparently, what? Where is it? This is shit one, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Have you
This
just
ain't what I
insulted?
looked at.
Have you
Oh
just,
wait, no. Here we go. You got to come down here.
you just insulted Victor's birth chart.
So here we go. Your zodiac is tropical. Oh, well, let me finish off my sentence because they'll understand this a bit more. So, yeah,
What?
through astrology, blah, 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 you get a Snapchat of the sky at the moment of your birth, and it reveals the precise location of each planet
Right.
and which constellation they occupied.
I don't know what it means, but
In some birth charts, all the planets are in the same constellation. In others, they're spread out across the sky. The distance between these planets is important,
is it?
since each has its own celestial function. So here we go. Your sun, so you're a Scorpio.
Yeah.
Yes, that is what your sun
Okay.
sign is. Your moon sign is a Virgo. Your Mercury sign, Scorpio. Venus, Scorpio. Mars, you're an Aquarius. Jupiter is a Cancer.
Can I just
Saturn is
say,
a Gemini.
to everyone out there that's listening to this and just doesn't believe a word, I'm with you.
Yes.
I'm so with you. It's just spouting gibberish now.
Yeah.
What the fuck's an Aquarius?
Uranus was in the Aquarius constellation when you were born. Neptune was in the Aquarius.
Do you reckon if you're an Aquarius, you have to work in an aquarium? No, I reckon that should be.
Pluto's not a
put that on
fucking
the
planet.
CV.
Not gonna
I'd say
reply it.
Pluto is not a fucking planet.
Pluto's not a planet,
Pluto's not a planet, but
Oi.
Pluto's got its own sign.
right?
It's a
Leave
dwarf planet.
Pluto alone. I stand with Pluto.
I stand with Pluto. Well, your Pluto sign is a
I'll
Sagittarius.
take a knee for Pluto.
And then Lilith.
Lilith.
Oh, fuck knows what them last two are, but basically that's the idea of it. And then different things will mean different things, but we're not going into that much depth because if I'm honest, I'm fucking bored of it.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm here to fix the day. We're going to read a passage.
So here we go. I'm going to just I've got so much shit to read out, so I'm just going to keep going through.
You do that. I'm going to find a good page.
When someone asks you what your sign is, whether they know it, they're asking about the position of the sun.
Jesus had a self-portrait.
Fucking hell. I can't concentrate,
Sorry.
Victor Kirtland. You
Is
look
it?
that similar.
Is it?
It's Jesus.
Here's a self-portrait.
Well,
When did he have enough time to sit down and get a
I
self-portrait?
bet he
done?
didn't look like that though, did he?
Why is he fingering his own art? That's what I want to know.
He was from fucking Israel.
Israeli.
I know.
He would have been Middle Eastern, not a white man with a beard. Like,
I'm not getting involved. Look, it wasn't me being anti-religion. There.
yeah.
That was the religious guy being anti-religion there.
Okay, wait. Let me start this bit again. When
No.
someone asks you what your sign is, whether they know it, they're asking about the position of the sun on your moment of birth. That's what they're asking about. So wherever the sun was when you were born is your star sign. Where was I?
The sun doesn't actually move.
Whoa.
The sun symbolises our fundamental essence. This vibrant celestial body represents our ego, sense of self, basic personality, and general preferences. The moon's gravitational pull regulates the climate and oceanic tides.
It does.
It does do
This
that.
part.
I love how they slipped an actual fact in there to try and make it sound a bit more real.
I mean, they just keep shoving big words in.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
it,
I'm
honestly.
smart.
The fuck is a what the fuck is a celestial body?
Oh, it's
Well, that is a
actually,
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
That
think-
is a
yeah.
thing.
No, I'm not saying it's not a thing, but it's just like it's fucking meaningless in this sense, surely.
It's
This
like
book came out in 1920.
Well, Jesus isn't that old after all.
Well,
Why does it look like the Skyrim symbol on the front?
it's the what is it? I'm reading a book because I don't want to listen to astrology. I want to listen to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Can I get an amen? Amen. Jesus.
Jesus.
No, not Jesus. I'm not using blasphemy.
We're gonna get some examples, and then we're gonna move on to
The
our
treasury of the
horoscopes
Sacred Heart. That's what this is
here.
called.
We got two different conversations. Okay. I'm just gonna skim through. The moon represents our emotional inner world.
Yeah.
While the sun
Well, it
exposes our
goes.
outer
agree.
experience. The moon symbolises everything beneath the surface.
So what happens if like the moon blow up? And
No, I was going to say, 'cause, you know, I was going to say, what if you're like seconds of being born to be, I don't know, I've got to look at what their names are again, I've forgotten. One of the things,
Yeah.
let's say, right, it's the 19th of April,
Yeah.
right? Okay, it's
Yeah.
seconds till the 20th of April, right?
Oh no.
I want to be an Aries. I don't want to be a, what the fuck is that? A
Taurus.
Taurus. I don't want to be a Taurus, you know. So I would be. What if you know? But I'm born literally on the 0000. What am I?
I think you're missing one important thing is that
It's bullshit.
yeah.
I know. I know, but like you know, what if they don't want me to be an Aries and that she just held on? She was like, I'm not
Tough
not
shit.
pushing, not pushing. Like
I'm bored of my notes already, so we're going to do our horoscopes, lads. Come on. Let's do our daily horoscopes.
Yeah.
Hey, let's click daily horoscopes.
that.
Okay.
Huh?
Everyone find your daily horoscope.
Yeah, I've got it.
Here we go. Right. It was ladies first, Victor. Nice and loud for us.
Doubts about a friend may plague you today.
Ooh.
Scorpio.
Ooh. Who you dating? Who you dating, Victor?
Tell us how relatable it is when you're done as
It's
well.
so relatable. Did this person borrow money? Promise to do you a favour? Can you
Little
depend
reach
on this
around.
person? The best way to judge is by their track record. If they've been undependable in the
Formula One.
past,
Track
chances
record.
are they might be again.
Oh.
Who would have thought?
Oh.
Right.
It
not
might be the
Oh.
best for you to turn to someone else. Today, at least, your friend is the best left in the clouds.
What the fuck does
That
that
does not
mean?
make any sense.
What the fuck does that mean?
Do you know what? These are a bit like fortune cookies, but just
This is
retarded.
it. No,
Retarded
it's
fortune
saying
cookies.
something that's very obvious, and then be like, if your friend's not dependable and they have a track record of not being dependable, they might not be dependable.
Well,
Hold
how
up.
believable is it, Victor? Don't drop your phone.
Oh, it's absolutely believable.
rate it out of 10.
Oh, it's
11.
Yeah, I think it's a 10 out of 10 because it's saying facts. It's basically saying 1 + 1 is 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been insulted.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, go on. I want to hear yours now.
It just says, listen carefully when you receive instructions today.
That's so fucking weird compared to mine. Oh, wait for mine.
Your mind may not be as sharp as usual. Like, I'm sorry, horoscope.com, fuck you. If you aren't careful, you could get on the wrong track and end up having to start all over again.
Is this a threat?
Don't be too shy or ashamed to ask questions. Why? It's always better to ask a question than make an unnecessary error.
That's what they tell us in uni. So
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Proceed slowly and methodically, and you will get through the day.
I feel like these are so...
These are
like,
genuinely, these are just fortune cookies, but just extended. It's
I
got-
want to hear ours one.
So yours, what does yours start off with?
Listen
carefully.
carefully.
Well, mine starts off with, don't listen to any gossip today,
Ooh.
Cancer. Any rumours that are spreading are likely to be based on false assumptions and totally outside the realm of reality. Well, that is what that means.
That's the devil for you.
Yet someone who loves to talk is very convincing.
Don't look at me when you say that.
Take anything you hear that you can't immediately verify with a grain of salt.
What?
Alex.
This is just live.
If not, the whole shaker. There's definitely something weird going on. Avoid it.
There's a cat behind you.
I'm not going to believe you because my horoscope told me not to listen to gossip.
I looked.
Victor looked.
Victor's, he wasn't told to not listen.
That is
so.
just. I'm so glad we did that. And,
I'm so not.
if I'm honest, that was so interesting that I feel like we should do our 2021 horoscope.
Let's
for
fucking
the whole
not.
year. Let's do our whole year.
Is it going to be something about disease? That's what
Oh my god,
But
it's enormous.
so long.
if it's that long, I'm not sitting there and reading it. Just have knowledge.
Right, I'm going to read mine just because I'm going to get out of the way. My Cancer horoscope for 2021. This is personal. Well, actually, there's loads. Maybe pick.
I'm not reading.
Maybe
all of
pick
them.
a section. Pick a section. You can do overview, personal, love couples, love singles, career and money, and 2021. Well, you don't want 2020, but
What am I doing?
I'm just going to do my personal one. But I feel like Kurt should do something about the love,
I'll do love.
and you can do your career
What
and
is
money,
love?
Vic.
Baby, don't hurt me.
All right, Cancer horoscope. You are here for a major reason, and 2021 is one of those years where you've got to surrender to the outcome.
Okay.
You made some incredible changes during 2020 and are making some real headway. There were many ups and downs that could have felt a little more traumatic than normal, especially if you're a compassionate sign of the crab. I thought Cancer's a crab. That's what my star sign is, a crab.
You're like Mr. Krabs.
Yeah. This
Money,
year,
money.
This year serves as looking at your life from an outsider's perspective. You're able to take an observer's perspective and might even consider diving into some deep self-reflection that you once shield away from. Working is several facets of spirituality, body care, research, and expanding your mind. In general, is what 2021 is all about. There is nothing too out of the ordinary for you right now, as you might even be more interested in either paranormal or occult type studies.
This is a bit of a cult.
This
to be
is a
honest.
bit of a...
Right. My one doesn't make sense. Okay. I'm going to put it out there now.
Yeah.
I know it's very hard to believe, but this horoscope clearly doesn't know me.
No.
It says the cosmic climate today makes you feel okay one minute and crazy the next. And I was like, oh, that's me. And it went, love is up and down. And you are not sure whether your relationship is actually on or off. And I was like, right, whose relationship? What?
Yeah.
I was like, I definitely didn't know it was on. So, as your romantic life is a little erratic, news to me,
Oh.
it may be best to to take a break from each other for a while and do other things that will help you feel refreshed and renewed.
Is it something about Wallace?
I've got to take a break from no one to feel refreshed and renewed for no one.
Yeah.
Straw in my eye.
Wait, let me.
I'm insulted. You know, I wanted actual help. This is my therapy.
What's your star sign?
Aries.
Aries. Oh, Vic, read yours out. I'm just going to look at mine and
What, the
Kurt's
whole
compatibility.
thing? Or just one paragraph?
Check
As much as you like, I don't care.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't think it would be very.
Oh, I already don't like the start of that sentence.
You haven't read it.
No, carry on. I'll read it out in a minute, Vic.
This is boring. This year is quite interesting in the fact that squares between Saturn in Aquarius and Uranus in your opposing
What about
sign,
Uranus?
in your opposing sign of Taurus activates certain areas of your chart that requires compromise.
Oh, that's about your fucking chart,
Yeah,
Alex.
this is such bullshit.
Scooch
Well,
over
this
here.
sounds like D&D.
Yeah, exactly.
This can reflect
mages
sudden,
outfits.
this can reflect sudden events or
How do
changes
girls,
in
like,
career
live their life
partnerships.
like this? How do they actually trust these? To like, it gets to a point where it is dangerous.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, it's so many people follow it that it's genuinely a problem.
It's a cult.
Yeah, because there are people out there that will genuinely refuse to do something that like they probably need to do.
No,
Just
that
because-
someone- oh no, I'm a Sagittarius.
Just because their daily fucking star sign
Yeah.
says, "Oh, be wary,"
Yeah.
and they go, "Well, fuck it, I'm not going to go to the doctors today.
We're
I know
going to
my
trigger
fucking."
so many people
Yeah.
right now. Carry on, Vic. I want to know about you.
This can reflect sudden events or changes in career partnerships and tie your family into your career path. If you're worried about supporting your family from a financial perspective, this is a good year to really take a risk and see if it pays off.
See, like, that's dangerous to say. You can't just go, "Oh,
Okay.
put
All
your
in.
money where your mouth is."
All in.
You're going to take a risk.
Yeah, okay. This is going to require a tremendous amount of bravery and
Oh my
following
God.
personal guidance and beyond belief.
Oh my god.
It's just
It's so
such
bad.
bullshit. Well, I've just decided that.
Are we
while I was
compatible?
waiting, you will find out. I've decided you can have a look if you want. Just look at the compatibility between our star signs. I've just googled the compatibility between Aries and Cancer.
Right.
Me and Kurt. And if I'm honest, I wasn't.
I might need to
expecting-
take a break though.
It said Aries and Cancer, sexual and intimacy compatibility. Kurt, we're going to find out how compatible we are.
I want to find out how sexual we
Yeah.
are.
So the first sentence, just so you know, I'm a Cancer, Kurt is an Aries. We usually see the sign of Cancer as extremely asexual. Our family is presented by the sign of Cancer and the Moon, and it's a psychological challenge for all of us to understand that our parents are sexual beings. This would be fine if the members of the universal Cancer family weren't convinced in their asexual nature as well. What the fuck is going on? I'm going on to the next paragraph. The problem with sexual relations with an Aries is that Aries partners are usually not that gentle to begin with. Kurt?
Oi.
They need to learn to show emotion. For them, intimacy is something built, not implied. If they manage to reconcile these huge differences at the beginning of their relationship, and if none of them is forced to do anything they are not ready for, their attraction to each other should do the trick, and their sexual relationship could become truly sensual and exciting for them both.
that means no.
So basically, what you're saying is, if I played "Fuck You Gently,"
Yeah.
we would be on it.
Compatible.
We'll be in there like swimwear. We
Yeah.
would like that would be bosh.
What are you, Victor?
Scorpio.
Boo! I don't know what that means, but boo! This
I
is
don't
so.
know if you're looking at it, but I've got one for us as well.
Go on.
The sign of Scorpio is associated with death and all kinds of bad.
Yes.
But all their maliciousness comes from their emotional and sexual repression. This is why people believe star signs.
I'll tell you what, so far it's pretty accurate.
Cancer can usually understand the need of their Scorpio partner to express their deepest, darkest emotions in their sex life.
What?
If a cancer partner doesn't get scared or too forced to do something they are not ready for, a sexual relationship between Cancer and Scorpio can be deeply satisfying for both partners. This is a relationship of two water signs, and because of their sex life needs to reflect all of their emotional connection or a lack of it, there is what? That doesn't make any sense. When they fall in love, they will both need to express their feelings, and the intimacy they might share is incredible.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm more compatible with it. Because
My
he has
deep,
such
dark
sexual
secret.
repression. However, Scorpio is a sign in which the moon falls, and this is the ruler of the sign of Cancer. If Scorpio needs to bury their emotion is too intense, there is a great chance they will be too rough or insensitive on their partner.
oh.
You're going to be too rough with me, Victor.
You don't give a
This
fuck.
is something Cancer will have difficulty coping with and could lead to Cancer's need to separate because they could simply get tired from all the special or aggressive sexual requirements that the Scorpio partner has. Sorry, Victor.
50 Shades
Yeah, Victor's a fucking naughty boy.
He's a
Look at
naughty,
this.
naughty boy.
Right, and now we've got to see you
Can we,
two.
can we please just stop
One
this
more.
blasphemy?
Aries,
Right.
Aries and Scorpio.
This is, honestly, I've never heard such dribble.
Here we go.
It's so fucking
Oh,
shit.
you two are going to be the best one here. Aries and Scorpio are signs with an unbreakable bond.
That's about right, yeah.
Aries is our first breath. Scorpio is the last. So Kurt reflects life. Yours is death. They are two sides of the same coin, both ruled by Mars, a planet of instincts, necessities of the body, and
Ruled by
sexuality of
Mars.
one of these.
Oh, get in.
When they are in the sexual
We're Mars
relationship,
boys.
it can
Yes.
be difficult to set all of the aggression aside. Not only are they both ruled by Mars, but Scorpio is ruled by Pluto too. Pluto is known for its destructive qualities, usually related
How is
to...
it known for that?
You-
What did it do? What did Pluto do to go for people to go, oh no, you're very destructive, Pluto?
usually
Fix up. You're going to fucking ruin us.
usually related to sexual repression, and it can intensify all things sex primarily. So they are basically a combination of everything we don't want to deal with when it comes to sex, taboos, and instinctive sexual behaviour. Depends what you like.
I'll tell you what, I don't
Yeah.
think I bet there's not that
Yeah.
many podcasts, right? Where
Yeah.
people really sat down and found out if we're compatible
Yeah.
for our horoscopes.
We should actually, this is what we should do. If we have a guest on, we'll just
Section.
find our compatibility. This is a contact that lacks pleasure and tenderness of Venus. Both signs are the opposite of ones ruled by Venus and represent positions where Venus is in... I don't even care about that bit.
Venus, penis. There you
If
go.
Aries and
Hey.
Scorpio find an understanding inside their sexual relationship, they will probably become the atomic bomb of all sexual experiences. Yeah. Still, it is hard for them to find their shared language.
English.
English. Scorpio, oh wait, no. They are in fact completely different. Aries likes things straight.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
And simple. Scorpio, on the other hand, has a slight need to manipulate, play a game of seduction, and take sexual relations very serious.
This is, so I'm like, basic missionary, and Victor's over here with sex swing.
Yeah.
Going like, come on!
They always want to find someone they can merge their soul with, to possess and adore until they die. Why is everything about death? Aries is much more simple and masculine when it comes to sex. It is a physical need that needs to be met. They usually have to build emotional inside a sexual relationship as they get to know their partner. This relationship's real possibility exists only if they share the need to satisfy one another and treat each other with enough tenderness.
I just say it, a shag's a shag.
Yeah. So you're both rough as fuck. So you need to be tender with each other.
Victor, before we get on the sex swing, would you like a
Luke?
chocolate bar?
Would you like a chocolate bar? Well, what the fuck have we?
Well,
just
we've
done?
been through the motions here today.
Yeah. What's next to talk about on the podcast? Hey, I'm so glad we did astrology.
I'm
That was such
so not. Can we do an episode about Jesus and our Lord and Saviour and how he rode a horse or something?
Donkey. A donkey.
Did he ride a donkey?
Yes, he rode a donkey.
Why did he ride a donkey?
You're right, an arse.
Why didn't he just fly?
Good point.
Would have been quicker.
Save it for the Jesus episode.
Sorry.
That's enough of that
I didn't
old
even know he rode a
bollocks.
donkey. This is news to me.
Take the astrology off
What
my
was his
screen.
name? Did the donkey have a name?
Mark.
His name was Little.
Little?
Little Donkey.
Little donkey. Was it actually
No.
Little Donkey?
Oh.
Did the donkey have a name?
I don't think so. I don't think it was
Why
the
did
same
he-
donkey the entire time.
Why not? I thought he was supposed to be, nice guy to everything. Why is he ditching
What are you
donkeys
asking?
for?
Why don't we take a 5-minute praying session? Let's take a prayer session, everyone.
Can we do a minute silence for our
Who's
For our
died in the last
troops.
2 weeks?
for our troops?
What have you had?
You broke the minute silence. Alex.
Sorry, BLM. Victor, you're so disrespectful. Fucking hell, we can't even stay quiet.
I know,
for
on a
minute.
podcast
On
as
the
well.
podcast as well. Well,
I wanna
I've
read
got another big topic on my list of things to talk about today, and we'll talk about it right at the end because I don't know how many people are interested in sport on here. But
Oh yeah, we'll
it's
wait
going to be a
till
bit of a change. We've talked about some right shit.
I'll tell you what,
today.
I've got a good topic.
What is it?
Victor, right? Name 3 things that are going to happen in the next 100 years. Like, predict just things, like cultural things that are just going to happen. That we're not really going to be like in 100 years' time, we'll look back and go, they used to do what?
Yep.
I don't know.
So, for example, I said we'll have a chimpanzee workforce.
Yeah. I said I'd be dead.
He
I
did
don't
that.
think we'll be dead yet.
What?
Oh,
Well, in
actually,
100
chances.
years.
If you live to 118, Victor, I will be impressed.
No, I think the lifespan of a human, like the maximum technical lifespan,
yeah.
is like 150 or something. They somehow figured that out.
How many people do you know that live to that age?
No one.
Me, exactly.
Yeah, but that's like theoretically how before your organs fail or something. So I mean, it's not impossible. I think
What, you think you're going to be the first one to live to 150, Victor?
No, I think a lot of people by then would be like 150 or something.
Come on, I want any fun answers. Like, you won't wear trousers.
I
We're going to
reckon.
lose our toes. I've already explained
What
this.
mutations?
Evolution.
I think we'll lose our little toe.
Reckon
it's going-
Godzilla's
it's on the way
gonna
out.
come out.
He's getting smaller.
Godzilla's going to
Yeah.
appear, is he?
Yeah,
You believe Godzilla's real?
he doesn't.
Of course he is. He's Asian.
Yeah.
True. He did.
He created Godzilla.
He did
It's
Clark.
actually who done no harm.
Was it Tokyo?
Tokyo. I
Was it Tokyo?
Yeah.
don't know.
I can't remember.
Actually, never watched it, but
I'm pretty sure it was
You're
Tokyo.
such a fake fucking Asian.
I know.
I
Not
tell you
even
what,
real.
I'm not impressed.
What, with the new Godzilla film?
No,
I haven't
I haven't
watched
seen
it.
Oh, I've seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I heard it's not very good. I heard there's no monkey flip, therefore it's not going to be.
Monkey does jump. Big monkey does jump.
Big monkey.
If I'm honest, there's not a lot of fighting.
What was the
between
plot?
Godzilla and
How did it
Godzilla.
even
You don't know the plot?
No,
Spoiler
no,
alert.
no. We won't do this.
Spoiler alert: the entire plot isn't actually Godzilla versus.
It's the
King
same as
Kong.
Batman v Superman.
Yeah, it's they fight for a bit, and then there's another enemy, so they team up.
It's like Jaws and then people that Jaws was attacking fight. Bigger Jaws.
Bigger jaws, big jaws.
Big Jaws. Even bigger Jaws.
I hope everyone enjoys our in-depth movie reviews here.
I tell you what, I've got a really good review.
What have you got?
So basically, I tried out some new toilet roll.
Ooh.
I went and bought some fancy schmancy pantsy stuff.
Ooh,
Free ply,
quilted stuff.
4-ply.
Oh,
Four ply.
Fucking ply.
Treating the
Scented.
arsehole. Scented toilet.
Scented.
You are treating.
was it
your
made out of like
arsehole, aren't you?
mahogany or something?
Mahogany.
Mahogany. No, it was, and I'll be honest, pretty good. Pretty good.
Was it pretty good?
It was pretty good.
I feel like I could experience it.
Yeah.
Was it quilted by the hands of an Egyptian baby?
It could have been.
It could have been.
They could have sewed their name into it, but I wouldn't have looked. It would have been covered in shit.
Yeah. Fuck that Egyptian baby. Fuck that Egyptian baby. Fucking Romanians.
This got really idiot.
I kept saying that last night. Just sitting there going, fucking Romanians. Sorry to all the Romanians. I don't mean it, but
He doesn't mean
does.
it. Yeah, he does mean it.
why is your Easter different to ours?
I tell you what, the whole idea of Easter's, I was thinking about this the other day. It's very funny. It's like man went in cave. They blocked man in cave. Man escaped cave. It's sort of like, right.
Dead man escaped cave.
I also did have an idea about this. I went, why? How do they not know someone just moved out of the way and just stole the body?
You got a good point there.
Because, it's possible.
It is possible.
And
I love these questions are just amazing.
And when he was carrying the cross
Yep.
up that thing, and there was all them people going, "Oh, you naughty,"
Yes.
like that. Why didn't he just like if it was a film, like an action film? If I'm trying to think, if Michael Bay directed Christianity, Christianity the movie, right, starring, I don't know, Vin
Keanu
Diesel.
Reeves.
Vin Diesel was Jesus.
Vin Diesel is Jesus.
Keanu Reeves. He's actually
He's
got
too.
He's got the look though.
Well, how about we actually get someone who is ethnically correct to Jesus?
Not any
Do you know?
Israeli.
Yeah. Do you know any?
No.
Yeah. Well,
Right. I think
Just
Vin
take a
Diesel.
random Israeli off the street.
I think I've got it. We do Robert Downey Jr. blackface. Again. Like
What song?
Tropic Thunder. It.
Yes. I like Tropic Thunder.
Tropic
I
Thunder.
need to show you this meme I showed Jack. Jack. I kept cracking jokes with Jack about blackface, and this is the TikTok
Yeah,
I saw.
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
I'm tired of you people. And it's Iron Man takes his thing off, but it's Robert Downey Jr. doing blackface, and he goes, "What do you mean, you people?"
Tropic Thunder's a brilliant. I think that's what we do.
How have you not been cancelled for that?
Because the thing is it was just before the whole sort of council culture. But if you look at that whole film as a whole, right,
It's so fucked up.
it's so wrong
Yeah.
that it makes it even better.
Yeah.
Like I think he spoke about it on Joe Rogan's podcast. He just went, he loved that film. That film is amazing, but they would never be able to get away with it anymore.
Honestly, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder is arguably one of my favorite. Like all Jack
Honestly,
Black
I think
does
it must
is-
be one of my favourite films.
Yeah,
ever.
it's an all Jack Black. I'm pretty sure I've put it on over here before,
Yeah.
and everyone just fell asleep. And I just sat there watching it because I was like, yes,
It's so funny. They added it to Amazon Prime the other day, and it was
it
amazing.
is a brilliant film. Watch Tropic
Go
Thunder.
and watch it. If you're not like PC, go and watch it. Robert Downey Jr. does blackface.
Main selling point.
Jack Black's a heroin addict.
Ben Stiller's.
Ben Stiller's just
Ben Stiller's
just wants to.
Shit actor that can't cry.
Oh, what's the fucking you make me
fucking-
happy?
Oh, what do they call him?
Simple Jack.
Simple Jack. That's it, and it's meant to be a rip off of Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's so funny.
What a fucking film!
What a film. We should just put it on and have a podcast of just us listening.
Just
to
reacting
it,
to
yeah.
it. Oh.
Yeah, that is a
I'm
brilliant.
gonna take
film.
blackface Robert Downey Jr. off my screen.
Says your screensaver.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a film that is. And then you got who else is in it? Because obviously Ben Stiller, Robert Downey Jr., Jack Black. What's the black guy's name? I can't remember his name.
The actual black guy.
The actual black guy. No, he did it. I just remember because at the start he has is it pussy juice or something? Is his drinks? Those drinks. But yeah, what a film.
What a great film.
There you go. We did a review on a film,
Yeah.
and we didn't spoil it.
Yes, and we didn't spoil the entire plot. There's not really.
Well,
The plot's brilliant. I love the plot.
is
The
just
plot is
amazing.
amazing.
It's a film within a film.
It is. Yeah.
Almost within a film. Almost 3 times. Really.
Yeah, kind of.
It's really weird.
Yeah, what a film that is. Right. What else? What else happened? What's happened
Super
in
League.
the world?
Oh.
Super League.
Serious
Are we
now.
seriously going to talk about the Super League?
yeah.
Well,
How did Arsenal
it's-
get invited?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an Arsenal fan. Victor's an Arsenal fan.
I'm not.
You are. You are.
Victor's a Man U fan. If you had to support a team in the Premier League, you'd be a Man U fan.
Support Dortmund.
Yeah, Man U are good relations with
Well,
the
we
Dortmunds.
like you. Actually,
That was a
to be
Yoda
fair.
joke.
Dortmund are
Did
good.
you
in
enjoy
this
my
situation.
Yoda joke?
How do you feel about as a Man United
It
fan?
was good, wasn't it? It was very good.
Very good.
I just made a Yoda joke and he found it very good.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear
What?
it? I said, Man U have good relations with the Dortmunds. Right. Because that's what he says about the Wookiees. And then he goes to the thing and then all the 66 happens. I spoiled the Star Wars film there. Oh, well, if you haven't seen the
Okay.
prequels, there's something fucking wrong with you.
How do you feel about the Super League as a Man United fan?
I just don't fucking... I would rather it don't happen.
It's not.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But I think, like, a lot of people said, oh, but the moment that it was released, it was going to happen. It's going to happen. I was like,
It's not.
but it hasn't happened.
Well, the dickhead that owns Real Madrid reckons that they've got legally binding contracts, so they can't get out of it. Well, fuck off.
Just sitting there B team.
He's just failing. That's why he's done it. He said, "Oh, we wanted to save English football," is what he said. The fuck do you know about English football? You fucking retard.
It's because they're all in debt.
Because Real Madrid are billions of pounds in debt.
It's
They're
not just
currently
them.
playing games on their fucking training ground because they can't afford to pay for their fucking stadium to get
It's
rebuilt.
not even the thing. The problem is they're in debt. Barcelona's in debt.
Yeah.
The
La Liga is fucking
La
falling
Liga's
apart.
La Liga is just falling apart.
Whereas English football is fucking thriving right now.
I wouldn't say it's thriving at the moment.
Well, money-wise,
I'd say it's.
we've got more money than ever in the Premier
We've
League.
reached a point now where it's getting a bit like it. The reason that it kind of made sense for us to leave, like the Big Six, was that it would make it a level league.
Yeah.
However, if with us staying, the league's thriving. Everyone's got money, or in the top league, but it's the lower leagues in the English
Yeah,
thing.
fuck it up.
Look,
There's already a massive incentive for players at the moment for if it's lower level side, let's just say, I don't know, fucking Fulham or Crystal Palace or something like that. They get a really good footballer through their academy ranks. There's already at the moment, without the Super League, a need for that young player to want to go, well, I don't want to stay Crystal Palace because we're not going to win trophies, we're not going to be winning games. I want to go to a big club. That's already why they call it a Big Six. You go to the clubs with the big fan base and the big money because they'll be competing for trophies.
But then that's
Although Arsenal and Tottenham were both invited and we don't compete for trophies.
The big argument was like they like Man U, Chelsea, like all of them, they blocked that Newcastle one, didn't they?
Yeah.
The Newcastle takeover because they didn't want another team to battle against.
Exactly.
Like that's the thing is like Man U and Chelsea, the owners get along. They know that they're not going to destroy the other one, so they're like, right. What we'll do then, we'll just team up and make sure no one else can fucking join us, because then we'll have to split the money even more.
And if you give even more incentive, for example, put the Big Six into a league where they can't be relegated and they're playing the best teams in the world, you're giving players and clubs even more incentive to give players to that team. So all the big players that don't play for a Super League side want to play for a Super League side. So, a team in the Premier League, for example, playing really well, and they've got some really good players. They're turning around and going, well, the Premier League means fuck all now because there's another tournament that means even more.
Yeah,
Why would I want to win an English competition when I could play for a team where I could be the best team in Europe? And then it's sitting there going, what the fuck? And suddenly, you've got a really even league, but it's a lot lower level now because all the good players in the Premier League and all the good players in La Liga and all the good players in Ligue 1 fuck off to the Super League. And that's it. You're left with fucking Sunday League football in the Premier League. And then what does that do if the Premier League standards start to drop? What happens then as you go down the chain and the Championship level starts to drop and the League One levels? It's
all just
it is money. It's a ploy for money.
System as it is.
Yeah. And let's be honest,
the Premier League system's fucked.
You can't be naive to say that football isn't about money because it is now.
Oh yeah,
it is about money.
It's a business.
The amount, it is a business, and especially for these billionaires. But what you've got to think is that it would not be a business if not for the fans. Football is for the fans. That is what they do. They play games for the fans. If there was no fans, there would be no football. It's as simple as that. It would be playing a fucking Sunday League game on the park. But the owners, especially of the top six, treat it as if it is just a business.
That's the problem. That's like, as I said, the thing is...
I'm not going to lie, pretty much every single other owner or every single other person that's been responsible has taken responsibility for it and apologised.
Kind of.
Except Kronk, the fucking Arsenal owner. He's just been a cock about it. He's turned around and said he hasn't made a statement about. He hasn't apologised. What he has said is about the rumours of the Spotify owner buying the club with help of Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp, and Robert Pires, which would make it fucking brilliant because we'd have an owner who doesn't give a fuck. Notoriously, Spotify owner just doesn't follow the fucking rules. He lives in a little fucking shed in he's from fucking Sweden, I think. He's not materialistic, although he's one of the richest men on the planet. Being run by three of probably, arguably, the three biggest club legends there that love the club. They're fans and they played for the club. It would work perfectly, but they've already said that they're not looking to sell it. They think that they can still support the club, so they're going to do it. But you just got to think, if they've done it before, if they get the offer again and they can get away with it this time, there's no way they rejected it because of the fans this time. As much as we made a big uproar about it, they didn't do it because of that.
Yeah.
They done it because they were going to be slapped with other fines and get into trouble financially for it.
Yeah, I just think the whole league system's fucked.
It's fucked.
Pretty much.
The whole thing's fucked.
Oh, did you see? I think it was BT Sport of selling the rights to themselves to the league.
Really? Well, the Premier
I
League.
saw that there's there's a
I hope
chance
they
that,
sell
like,
it to someone who already fucking
there's a
has
chance
it.
that like ITV might be going back in for it.
That would be nice because
Be on free TV.
for that, which is nice. Or if they're going to sell it to anyone, just sell it to somebody that already has fucking rights to the Premier League. Sell it to fucking sell it back to Sky Sports or someone, so you don't have to pay in extra fucking membership. Because they watch them fucking. They'll sell it to fucking Netflix.
I want it to
Netflix will become a fucking live sports.
I want
platform
Amazon.
next.
I want Amazon.
If they sell it to Amazon, I don't care because Amazon have already got rights to the Premier League.
And then they can stream
So
on
it's
Twitch.
what I mean. There's already a select group of platforms that can stream it and watch them sell it to another platform that you have to pay for because you already pay for fucking BT because that's where all the Premiership games on for rugby. So it's not like I'm just going to get rid of my BT membership because I want to watch a rugby and a boxing and everything. But you know what they're going to do. Again, it's all about money. Lighten the mood a bit more by saying Southend United got relegated yesterday. Officially. We love that.
Are we going to get a season ticket? Do you reckon?
Mate, it's going to be. Have you seen what it is? Under 21s and this season in the professional league, it's like I think it was like 100. It might be. It's either 180 or 280 £, for the whole season. Next season they're going down to the fucking National League. They're not playing professional football next season. We are out of professional. Them for under 21s, a season ticket is stupidly cheap, and we're gonna have the biggest fucking stadium in the National League. Genuinely, that's going to be great. It's going to be fucking brilliant. I say we do it. I reckon it'll be about £150 for the entire year season tickets. Bearing in mind they're going to charge you probably £30 a ticket per game. Buy 150 quid and we go to one every other week or something. It's only a fucking one, literally a single train ride away. I think we do it. I reckon we buy a season ticket to Southend United. If not, we get one that we can just drive to and we get a season ticket at Bowers in Pitsy or hashtag. We go watch hashtag United play. Because they play at Bowers Pitsy.
Do they?
Yeah, they play at Bowers.
Wait, what?
Yeah, hashtag United play at Bowers and Pitsy.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I didn't know this either. But the thing is, apparently they're really
they want their own
expensive.
stadium, but it won't be built for another couple of years. They only play a couple of divisions below Bowers. Bowers play a semi-decent level of football.
I'd rather watch hashtag.
Yeah, but the season ticket price, the difference will be the season ticket prices at hashtag are more expensive than Bowers, and I don't actually know. They're about the same price, I think. Whereas they play significantly lower level than Southend United do, and it's not a proper stadium. But we might get to meet a couple.
But the
of
thing
people.
is, if you, I agree with the whole. You'll be able to see Big Boy Spencer.
Yeah.
But if we get a season ticket for Southend, chances are Southend's probably going to go back up.
Well,
or
you say that,
challenge.
we've been relegated 2 years in a row now.
True.
We were in League One 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
We got
but
relegated from League One, and then in the same season.
You'd
we got
imagine
relegated
they'd
from League Two.
challenge.
Well, they got a new manager 2 games ago, and we've won the last 2 games. He's sort of turning things around, but it's way too late because we've only fucking won 3 games. We beat Leyton Orient, and then we beat Barrow yesterday. But mathematically, we needed either Scunthorpe or
Scunthorpe.
Scunthorpe or Colchester to lose yesterday, and they both won.
Few.
Well, no. We needed them both to lose, or at least one of them to lose. I think Colchester drew and Scunthorpe won, or the other way around. So we got relegated.
Oh
Who
well.
cares? Oh well. I'm sure everyone
well.
listening cares that much, don't they? Fucking hell, we've gone for ages. Hour and 15.
Chee.
Still fresh.
Rah, where's my backy at?
Oh God! Why would you say that?
Just.
Why would you say that?
I had an urge to just snap my spine.
Yeah.
And instead of doing that, I decided to write a poem. And the poem was then published towards the author of The Arctic.
Yep.
The man, the legend, Geezer.
Geezer.
Because they have geezers in the Arctic. And then the ice melted, turned into a bit of a pond.
Yeah.
The Arctic has a lot of ponds now.
I love this.
I'm
We
very
get to the end of
confused.
an episode.
Then
I'm very confused.
when the submarines go through the ponds, they sort of realise, they go, oh, we're in a pond, turn around. But it's very hard to turn around to a submarine. It's underwater.
Really?
It's not, you can't just do a 3-point turn. Yeah. It's not how they work.
No.
Submarines don't do 3-point turns. So they have to,
Why would you think submarines do 3-point turns?
it pisses me off.
Some people just don't know their submarines, so they care.
Do you know what? I feel like it should be mandatory in school in year 3 to learn everything about submarines.
Every single thing about a submarine, the inner workings of a submarine.
Yeah, because as we all know, if you can fix a bike, you can fix a submarine.
Yeah. That's what the Navy
Join
teaches.
the Navy.
Yeah, joining the
Yeah.
Navy.
Exactly.
That's
so,
how they get you.
Yeah.
and Alex has never fixed a bike,
Yeah.
but he has fixed the
He's
submarine.
broken the
Yeah,
bike.
I've broken a bike.
He's broken a bike, but the thing is, because he's fixed the submarine, he could fix a bike. If a bike was to break, Alex would be there.
Yeah.
I heard he has got a phone, like his number is plastered around Basildon for people who've broken their bikes.
Is that why?
And it says,
Oh, I
just
thought
says,
It's, a
Wow.
dog, it's actually
Look,
a dogging number.
I'll be honest, right? He has a few numbers,
Yeah.
a few different
Depends
phones.
which one you see.
Some of them are in
Three
phone.
aliases.
The ones that are in the phone boxes, we won't talk about that. You know,
Mm.
it's called
Escort
it's called sticky fun with Alex.
Sticky fun with that.
And but yeah, anyway, submarines are bikes, but without wheels, and go underwater.
You're here first.
And
Fuck off, Peter.
do you know what I do not like about the Vikings? Their
What?
boats were too long.
Vikings had long boats.
They did have long boats.
Too.
I've got
fucking
an
long.
idea.
Hello, Gaffer.
I've just been thinking about it. You know, we were talking about our. Remember when we used to have a section about our Premier League fantasy league,
Yeah,
and that just stopped. because
and
I
I
don't play it
win,
anymore.
and I won it all.
I've got an idea actually. So I said before the podcast about us getting a group of us and having like a prize fund and everything, and having an incentive to do it.
Do it
I'm
with a
thinking we
tabletop.
make it. I think we make it a thing, and we make it like a.
We do the
I wouldn't say
table.
it's a giveaway, but I feel like we can get some more followers from this. If we can get the tabletop podcast involved,
We could do.
we
That.
just tell everyone we're going to start this league, and it's going to be £10 entry if you want it, and it's going to be winner take. And if we get enough people, it doesn't have to be winner take, so we can be top 3. So if we got 25 people involved, for example, £10 each.
That is
Yeah,
excessive.
£10 each. Yeah, 250 quid. First place gets
150.
150.
Oh
second
no,
place-
100, then 75, and then
Quick maths.
No,
Right,
that's too
no,
much. We'll
no.
give 150 to the winner. 150 to the winner and
75.
75 to loser, £25 to third place. And we can do something like that. And then people might be a bit more interested in listening to the podcast if we give them money.
So basically, our idea of getting like exposure is to pay for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not seeing everyone when they start their
Yeah.
business and they give away, shout me out and get £100 voucher. We're not going to give you a voucher, but you can join our fantasy league.
Give a shout out.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to make many accounts.
What we'll do
So
is
many
it'll be
teams.
£10 entry, and we'll split it between me and Kurt. We're not going to win. Me and Kurt will take £125.
No, that's what I'm saying. We'll make about 5 different accounts.
Yeah.
And every single account will be a completely different team,
Yeah.
and we'll just try and win it.
What
that
we'll
way.
do is first place will get a full podcast. They'll get to come on the podcast for a whole episode. Second place, you can come on for. half
You can have a
hour.
shout out
Yeah.
on the podcast where we have someone else on.
Yeah.
And third place, you can fuck off and go home.
Yeah. Third place, we might follow you on Instagram. How about
Yeah,
that?
we'll follow you on Instagram.
That sounds about fair. If you like that idea, no, but I think we could do something like that.
We also need to do something for the ladies. What would the ladies like? Because no
Love
ladies.
bombs.
There's not many like other than Steph.
Yeah, Steph will get involved.
And see, I shouted you out, Steph, and I didn't
Steph,
say.
you said your name this time,
and
Steph.
I didn't say, all women. Am I right?
Am I right? Women.
Well, I haven't
Women.
talked about bazookas and shit, have I?
Oh my god, yeah. Steph, if you're listening,
Explain how RPGs work to us, Victor.
I didn't actually expect to get this far, but
I actually want to know.
it's a rocket. It's a rocket.
Is it a rocket?
It's a rocket.
Is it a rocket on a pole?
Basically.
And then you aim the pole.
And then
where you-
science happens and then the explosion.
What's my favourite bit about science? I reckon it's combustion. I love a bit
Yeah.
of combustion.
fucking explode.
Squeaky bot.
What's your favourite bit, Alex?
I like how the anus works.
That's not really about. That's biology.
That's like
I mean,
biology is
I
science.
want to like.
Are you
Group,
talking about physics or
just as a
science
whole,
as a whole?
like so it's science as a whole, right? Pick a section. So biology,
Yes.
combustion's a thing. You learn about
Yes.
combustion.
I like how us, one of the science teacher always bring his dread dinosaur. on the
Oh my
whiteboard.
god, Mr. Latchford, what a bloke he was. Drew dinosaurs in our science class. You know what always confused me
What?
in school was our science class. Why we had 2 teachers.
Yeah.
One
physics.
was a doctor of trees.
Trees.
Biology. Trees is biology, and she taught us physics. And we had another teacher.
It was a chemistry.
Yes, who was I don't know what you call someone who does chemistry. A
Chemist?
chemist. I guess she was a chemist. Yes, by trade, and she taught us biology and
Chemistry.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, she taught us physics and chemistry.
No,
No, yeah, she didn't. That was
and
it. Dr.
biology.
D was a fucking tree doctor, and she didn't teach us biology.
Do you know what? I would love to be a tree doctor.
Hey, you wouldn't want to be Dr. D though. She was a bit weird, or he. I couldn't quite tell.
Dr. D.
You never know now.
If the name was Dr. D, I reckon it was a guy.
Dr. D, Dr. Davies. Yep, Dr. Dick.
Dr. Flop.
She was very weird, and she blackmailed me.
What?
Yeah, straight up. She used to. That's why I got a good grade in physics. Fuck me, I was so shit at science, and she knew I was shit scared of my mum and dad in school. She knew I was shit scared, so she fucking threatened to call them every single lesson. And in all fairness, the only science I did well in was physics.
Same.
So it's maths.
And I did it in A level.
I did.
And then I failed it.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
I did my science.
Somehow
exams.
ended up in uni.
I did it after Download Festival. I didn't even get into Basel until about 4 in the morning. I got about an hour's sleep. I woke up, stumbled my way to school, was late for the test, sat down and passed it. So
Straight up.
fucking
That's how you
days.
do it like a fucking champ. Like a straight up champ.
A G.
A G. Right. I
Right.
think we've spoke about pretty much everything, unless you've got anything else you want to talk about, Kat.
I want to talk about one thing.
Okay.
What's everyone's opinions on, them things that people put in their ears to make like their earlobes bigger?
Oh, the stretchers.
Why? I don't understand. Is it fashionable? Is
Apparently.
Oh no.
I don't think it is.
Thing
It
is,
looks painful.
it looks painful, but apparently it doesn't hurt.
I think they're lying.
I reckon my thing is, if I saw that, I'd think basketball hoop, and I would get them to stretch it out, and then just
Chuck a
Kobe,
basketball through.
just. But I just don't understand them, to be honest.
Why would you want your ear like that? I don't.
I also ain't a fan of them piercings that a lot of girls seem to have, which is that nose one that goes like that.
The one that makes you look like a bull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? What made them think that'll make me look good?
I don't know. I think some nose piercings look alright,
Some,
but this one.
that one, no. Like I don't mind the little one that goes on like one side. That's all right. But that one, the one where it's like through, like you're like a ball. I just don't understand it.
Maybe they like it. Maybe they like. Maybe they
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
good on them. But I just think it looks fucking weird.
Yeah, come on.
And if you caught that on something,
It'd be fucking-
Ow!
The nose is coming off.
that, and if you blew your nose,
Ugh.
yeah, that's just a paint. That's just a,
I'm so glad you brought
Yeah,
this
but
up.
girls don't blow their nose, do they?
do they not?
They don't.
They blow their.
Do they not? We know nothing about girls, do we? Fuck me.
Yeah, but- hey, women have periods,
Correct. Correct.
and when they don't, it's called menopause,
Menopause.
which I found really funny because it has men in it, and it should be womanopause.
I mean, women.
But then
still
women
have-
don't. But then women don't get applauded unless they're in the kitchen.
Oh.
Women still have.
Joke. It was a joke. I promise.
Yeah, maybe that's a good place to end. We're getting slowly and slowly more racist, and slowly and slowly
PC.
more sexist.
I'm sorry, Mister Romanians over here,
Fucking
telling me I'm being
Romanians.
racist.
Fucking Romanians. Well, Victor, it was a pleasure having you on, mate.
There you go.
We'll probably get you one again because I haven't cracked enough Pearl Harbor jokes.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't cracked any Pearl. We've
I was the one who
We've gone nearly an hour and a half without talking about Pearl Harbor. and
No,
Trump
I
Victor.
said it.
Well, we didn't say it though, so it doesn't
So
count.
be
You can't be racist to yourself. It's not fair.
My RE teacher taught me that once.
No.
What?
Kurt's gonna play us a little song to
Oh,
learn
really
jingle.
not. I was trying to think. I'm thinking. Carry on talking while I think of chord progression.
Okay, think.
Thinking.
Well, I'm not supposed to be thinking.
don't
You're supposed to be thinking. I'm supposed to be talking. Sorry.
Yeah.
We switched roles there.
I was going to say, Alex, what chord progression did you think of? I need a start.
Hello, Victor. How's your day been, Victor?
Oh, it's been great. I've literally woke up and just came straight in.
How much?
That's
sleep
what I did. Alex woke me up.
I always
He
do.
he rang me, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?
I was
Who's
putting my
ringing
shoes
me?"
on. I was putting my shoes on. I went, "You awake?" He went, "I am now."
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Victor. How much sleep did you get last night?
I don't know.
What time did you get home?
Like 3, half 3.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
I need a pick.
Anyone find a pick?
There's probably about 5 on the floor, just sort of dotted around the room. To be honest with you.
I haven't got a pick, but I've got a bottle of water.
Do you know what? Fuck it. We'll use the Bible.
Oh my god.
He's using a Bible as a pick.
100-year-old Bible is my pick.
And this is going to be Kurt's goodbye song, everyone.
Mawam?
Yeah, I'll take
Mawam. Oh, wait till the podcast is over.
Yes, come on.
We're not sponsored by them yet.
Yes.
Other sweets are available.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait. Silence, everyone.
Ready?
Silence.
Ready?
No. Silence, because I need to fart. Oh,
Fucking hell.
you can hear that.
That
You
was-
can hear that on the microphone.
That was bubbly.
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 Where has this?
It sounded like a boiled kettle.
Yeah.
That's what that sounded.
Okay. Silence.
Right. This is a Jesus. I call this the Jesus chord.
Jesus chord.
The G string.
What? There is a G string. Should I play? Should I play? I'm just going to play something.
Can I
with
just say that Jesus is spelt with a J and not a G? So your joke's irrelevant. Shut the fuck up.
He passes English, alright.
Go.
I'm trying to think how to do this. I'm using a book, Alex. It's not. It's a fat.
Oh, we're using a Mawam now. Sponsor us. Go.
It got caught.
Wait, this one?
Yeah, that probably.
Switching Mawams.
Mawam.
Right, I think we should end on that one. Thank you for coming on, Victor. Yeah,
was
do
fun.
the usual, and we'll speak to you next week. Adios.
I lost my nose up my nose.
That's the first week you haven't done.
Adios, amigos.
it.